Hello, students of Far East College of Information and Technology. So, I'm your teacher. I'm Mrs. Ruby Escanlas, and your subject to me is the Introduction of World Religions and Belief System. So, before we start our lesson, this lesson is for the first quarter prelim. Our first lesson in the first quarter is the understanding of belief system or worldview. Okay, so first we need to identify what is religion. Okay, so when we say religion is a set of beliefs and practices that is often focused on one or more deities or gods. Okay, so when we say religion, hindi lang naman ito yung relihiyon ng isang tao, o ito din yung paniniwala. No, ito yung paniniwala or yung tinatawag nating beliefs and practices. So ito yung mga sinusunod, no? May mga sinusunod ang bawat relihiyoso sa atin. So what are the etymology of religion? So we have Latin word religare, which means to bind. Pag sinabi nating bind, no, parang pagbuklurin in Tagalog. No, parang pag-isahin. Then when we say Latin word religio, means obligation or bond. So kung mapapansin nyo, bawat isa sa atin is may mga kanya-kanyang relihiyon. So ibig sabihin meron tayong obligation, diba? Ano ba yung mga example of obligation natin? For example, every Sunday, we need to worship. May mga ganyan, we need to practice different worship songs, mga ganyan, or some Bible verse to share. No? So, yun yung tinatawag nating obligation. So, that's the two words of religion. And of course, religion is a life under monastic vows. No? Ito yung under tayo sa mga teachings of a monastery or of a Bible, diba? So yun yung tinatawag nating religion. Then of course, according to the dictionary, no, religion involves beliefs and reverence for a supernatural power or powers regarded as creator and governor of the universe. So ibig sabihin, sabi daw ng dictionary, no? So na under tayo ng supernatural power of the supreme, no, yung pinakamataas sa atin, which is the creator or tinatawag nating God. Okay, so it is a personal or institutional system grounded in such beliefs and worship. Okay, then the origin of the religion. So saan nga ba nag-umpisa ang religion? So we have three quests, no, kung bakit nagsimula ito. So first is the human quest for meaning, second is the human quest for purpose, no, and the third is the quest of salvation. Okay, so first we need to discuss the human quest for meaning. We need to understand our world and our experience. Diba, ang dami natin tanong about our existence. For example, what is my purpose here on earth? Diba? So, yun yung tinatawag nating human quest. No? Bakit ako nag-e-exist dito? Ano ba yung purpose ko as a person? Okay, then the quest of purpose naman, no? The motivation to live a life which promotes human wholeness in accordance with the meaning discovered. Okay, so di ba pag for example, nagbigay tayo ng tulong, parang ang saya-saya mo, di ba, kasi you discover something, di ba, that makes you whole as a human. Okay, so ibig sabihin may purpose ka kung bakit nandito ka sa mundo. And the third is the quest for salvation. Okay, the search to free from the feeling of disharmony deep within the human person. Kaya nga diba, maraming nagsasabi na kapag daw lagi kang nagbabasa ng mga different Bibles or different types of books like Bibles, so kaya in Muslim Quran, diba? So you are finding a salvation. salvation. Okay? So, you are finding for a salvation. 'Di ba, may mga tanong tayo, afterlife, no, ano ba yung, or saan ba ako pupunta? Either in heaven or in hell. So, lahat tayo, 'di ba, gusto naman yung mas save tayo, no? So, yun yung 3 quests. So, I will repeat. The human quest for meaning, the quest for purpose, and the third is the quest of for salvation. Okay? So, next is concept of religion and spiritually. Okay, so ano ba yung pinaka main concept niya or ano ba yung bumubuo sa religion? Ayan, so first we have spiritually, of course, na hindi mawawala yan. Yun yung una. Then the second is the religion itself. No, when we say spiritually, no, belief that the divine is within us. So ibig sabihin the spirit, no, nasa atin siya. 'Di ba? Maraming nagsasabi when you are praying deep, no, or yung taos talaga sa puso. Sometimes sabi nila is naiiyak ka kasi nandun daw yung spirit. That was what we call the divine is within us. Okay, then next is personal belief or value system. 'Di ba? Meron kasi tayong kanya-kanyang paniniwala, no? So we don't need to question each and everyone kung bakit yun yung gusto nilang religion or dun sila nabibilang. Then next is God is inside the heart. Ayan, so we cannot see, 'di ba? We cannot see God but we believe. Okay, then the purpose inherit goodness. Lalo na kapag once you are under religion, 'di ba? You know how to differentiate what is right and wrong. And then spiritually development, so that's the main purpose of a religion. You need to develop your spirit. No, hindi lang yung emotional natin or physical yung dine-develop natin. Of course, our spiritual development. Then authentic self, joyous living. 'Di ba? When we are praying with together with our family, no, parang ang masaya ka, yung feeling na parang buo, ganyan. Then spiritual laws base, no, meron tayong mga base na law under different types of religion, 'di ba? Meron tayong mga paniniwala diyan or merong mga pinagbabawal, no, or dapat gawin. Then heaven is a state of mind. Ayan, lagi nating iniisip what does heaven looks like, no? Sabi nila paraiso, mga ganun, no? Then human relationship or deed. So ito yung relations natin into our creation or into our creator. 'Di ba? Religion, hindi lang naman yan pag sinabing religion is a building, no, with many people worship. But pag sinabi nating religion, ito yung relationship natin into our God. Then next is belief within individuals and internal focus. So naka-focus tayo spiritually, hindi external or hindi sa panlabas. No, yung pinapalakas kasi natin yung spirit natin, yung sa loob, kaya tinatawag siyang internal focus. Then beliefs about what is good, true and beautiful. What is true, no, kung ano yung totoo, and what is good, kung ano yung tama, and of course, ano yung makakabuti sa atin, ano yung makakabuti sa pamilya natin, no? Then it unites people over society. Kaya nga hindi mawawala yung mga churches, no, either INC, Christian, no, born again, or sometimes in other places like Mindanao may mga mosque, no. So ibig sabihin part na siya ng society, just like school, no. Hindi pwedeng mawala yung school sa isang society or community. And of course, all of the religion have goal. The goal is determine common principles, values, and ethics. No, so yun yung pinaka meaning of a spiritual, no, under the religion. Okay, next is religion itself. Okay, so belief in superhuman power outside of you, the creator of the universe. So ibig sabihin superhuman power. So ito yung mga tulong na hindi natin nakikita. Once we pray, 'di ba, we are asking for a superhuman help, 'di ba? na sabi nga natin minsan, hindi pa man natin pinagdarasal, binibigay na ni God. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng superhuman power, no? Then, dictated belief of or conditioned mind. Okay? So, once you are under a religion, diba? We are conditioning our mind that this is the right. Diba? This is the good things that we need to follow. Okay? So, next is, God is inside the mind. Ayan. No, kahit hindi yung iba sa atin, di ba, is inside the mind lang. But most of us, hindi lang naman siya sa utak natin or sa kaisipan natin, maging sa puso natin, di ba? Kasi once we believe, no, ibig sabihin, we believe also in our heart or yung damdamin natin or yung nararamdaman, no? Then people's inherit sinfulness. Ayan. So, religion daw, once na syempre makasalanan yung isang tao, no, nahihinherit daw yan na magiging anak niya. Diba? Kaya nga there is no perfect. No, kaya kailangan natin na mag-repentance or yung repent. No, once na may nagawa tayong pagkakamali, kailangan natin ihingi ng tawad. Okay, then next is praise and worship. Of course, we are all doing that once we are under different types of religion. We worship through songs, ganyan, or through reading, or through listening, no, God's word. Then, of course, once we are in a churches, ganyan, we also condition ourselves. No? Na nandun tayo para magdasal, ganyan, no, hindi para makipagchismisan, no, or ichismis yung mga community natin, ganon. So, we condition ourselves, our mind, and of course, our heart. Then, next is narrowing creeds, no? Faith-based. Siyempre, laging faith-based tayo. Then, heaven is a place you go when you die. So, laging yun yung iniisip natin. Laging yun yung gusto natin. Kaya nga, we have a quest for salvation. Kasi gusto natin, doon tayo mapunta. No? Kasi, siyempre, maraming paghihirap na yung naranasan natin dito sa temporary world, tapos mapupunta ka pa sa hell, di ba? So, we are all, tawag dito, yung gusto natin na doon tayo mapunta, no, in heaven. And it is also a brick or mortar temple. No, yung mga religion natin, it is also a place, no, na dapat talaga nating pagandahin. Kaya nga maraming sinisend through messenger, di ba? Bakit yung mga bahay inuman, ganyan, napapaganda, napapalaki. Why don't the churches? Di ba? Ba't hindi yun yung pagtuunan ng pansin? Then, expressly stated, organized belief system. So, meron siyang pagkakasunod-sunod or organization. Siyempre, once you are teaching, no, when you are teaching different religion, ganyan, just like teachers, meron siyang organization. Or, for example, in the Bible, Christian Bible, di ba, the Old Testament, or the New Testament and Old Testament. So, yung pagkakasunod niya is the beginning, no, which is the Genesis and so on. Okay, then next is external focus and formal structure. Siyempre, once we are talking into a religion, we are talking into the formal, no, formal siya. Then, the goal, no, salvation through one truth and one right way. So, dun tayo sa right path, no, once we are under in a religion. Okay, so that's the two meaning of a religion, or the two main focus, no, of a religion. So the first is spiritually, then second is religion itself. Okay, so as continuation, so in every symbol, okay, in every symbol, merong tayong tinatawag na mga link or nakalink tayo doon. For example, in Christianity, yung symbol nila is the crucifix or the cross, diba? While in Islam, yung mga temple or Mecca, 'di ba? Or Torah, no, yung mga 'yan. So lahat ng religion in worldwide or in the whole world, no, meron silang mga symbols na merong link. Or ano nga ba yung mga link na 'yon? For example, in what we call this, in India, 'di ba, meron silang tinatawag na Golden Temple, or ito yung also known as Harmandir Sahib or Darbar Sahib, no? Meaning daw nito is abode of God, no? So yun yung pinaka-symbol nila that has link, no, into their religion or into their God. So it is the most celebrated monument, no, in Amritsar. Okay? So known as much for its spiritual significance as for its architectural beauty. Then it is also known as the Gurudwara Strands as the holiest pilgrimage site, no, of Sikhism and prime tourist attraction in India. So yung pinaka pinaka church nilang tinatawag, or yung pinaka pinupuntahan ng mga religions, mga yan, o yung pinaka religions nila doon, no, is the Golden Temple. Why it is called golden? Of course, from the word gold, no, it is the color is gold, no, it is made of gold, kaya siguro tinawag siyang Golden Temple. And naging isa na rin siyang tourist attraction sa country ng India. So yun yung first symbol, no, na may link or na may meaning. Then next is the Ganges River. Ayan. So in your junior high school siguro narinig nyo na yung Ganges River. Right? So ito yung parang, of course it is a river, 'di ba? Sacred siya sa Hindu tradition nila, kasi they understood as a personification of the goddess Ganga. No, then Hindu beliefs holds that bathing in the river or certain occasions causes the forgiveness of transgressions and help attain salvation. So para siyang just like Jesus Christ, 'di ba? He baptized in a river. No, parang ganun yung paniniwala nila. Once na nabaptize ka or naligo ka daw dun sa river na yon, no, you take a bath in that river. So ibig sabihin, your sin was forgiving or was forgiveness. Ibig sabihin na repent na, no, once na naligo ka daw doon. And of course, ma-attain mo daw yung salvation or yung pagkaligtas. Okay, so next is Mecca. Ayan, yung sa Mecca naman is also known, pinakakilala to sa Saudi Arabia, no, sa mga Muslim or Islam country, no. So Mecca is a desert valley in western Saudi Arabia, is Islam's holiest city. So ito yung pinaka-holy city sa kanila, or ito yung pinaka prayer place nila, or dito sila nagpe-pray, no? As it's the birthplace of the Prophet Muhammad and the faith itself. Okay, so only Muslim are allowed in the city. So once you are not Muslim, you are not allowed in that city or in that place. Then, with millions arriving for the annual Hajj or yung pilgrimage or yung journey na tinatawag. No, dating from the 7th century, the central masjid, Al-Haram or Sacred Mosque na tinatawag, surrounds the Kaaba, the cloth-covered cubic structures that Islam most sacred shrine. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, malaki siyang place, no, na meron siyang isang sacred mosque surrounded by Kaaba. No, ibig sabihin, it is covered by cloth. Ibig sabihin, once na ganun siya it is important, no? Pinapahalagan nila yon, no? Kasi nga sabi natin, it is the most holiest city in Saudi Arabia. So, ibig sabihin, once na nagkaroon ng paglalakbay or journey, no, ito yung pilgrimage, no, ito yung isa sa pinaka-pinupuntahan nila, the holiest city in Saudi. Okay? Okay, next is mosque, no? So, yung mga mosque. A mosque also called masjid, no? Masjid is a place of worship for Muslim. Any act of worship that follows the Islamic rules of prayer can be said to create a mosque, whether or not it takes place in a special building. So, just like, tawag natin dito, just like mga churches, no? Di lang tayo nakafocus sa physical na building. So, ibig sabihin, ganun, yung sa mga Muslim, ganun din daw sila, no, sa Islamic rules of prayer. No, hindi lang, dito, whether or not you are in the church or in that masjid, mosque, ibig sabihin, it takes a special building, no? Kasi the most important is our relationship to God. Okay? So, in Muslim din yon. So, we have the Mecca and the mosque. Next, in Vatican. Siyempre, most commonly sa mga Catholic to, no? The Vatican. So, Vatican is a city-state surrounded by Rome, Italy. So, matatagpuan siya in Italy. No, is the headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church. It's home to the Pope and trove of iconic art and architectures. Diba dyan natin makikita yung mga architecture design back to the Western philosophy, no, na nandyan sa Vatican, na nakadikit sa pinaka kisame ng church or yung pinaka design niya. Okay? So, dito rin naka-assign yung mga pope, no? Just like Pope John Paul, mga ganyan. Then, of course, under pa rin ng Catholic or ng Christian is the baptism. No? So, is a Christian rite of admission and adoption, almost invariably with the use of water. No? Ito yung pagbibinyag, okay, into Christianity. So, para daw maging ganap na Kristiyano ang isang tao, no, once na bininyagan siya or yung use of water, no. It may be performed by sprinkling or pouring water off the head or by immersing into water either partially or completely. So, the synoptic gospels is recount that John the Baptist baptized Jesus Christ. Okay, so yun yung paniniwala nila sa baptism. Diba? So, si John the Baptist kasi binabtize niya si Jesus Christ. So, pwede daw na either sprinkling or yung bubuhusan ng tubig sa head. No, ganun yung pagbibinyag. Okay, so this phenomenon common to all the people in all times is religion. No, lahat ng mga yan is may kinalaman sa relihiyon. No. Simply put, all the religions celebrate a sense of the sacred in life. No. Once you understand different religions, once you respect different religions, ibig sabihin, there is a sense of our life, no, that to be sacred. Okay? So, always remember that. Okay, we have also called the characteristics of a religion. Okay, so most scholars agree that every religion has the same three basic elements. No, lahat daw ng religion have three basic elements. First is the wisdom or creed. Second is the worship or cult. And the third is the works or code. Okay, so first is wisdom or creed. So, it is refers to the theological beliefs and scriptures of holy writings of a religion. So, yung mga holy writings natin, just like yung mga Bible, Quran, no, yung mga yan, no, writings kasi yan na about God, about the teachings of what is good and right. Okay? what is good and right. Yan. So, and when we say creed, is a set of truths, o yung katotohanan. No, binubuo siya ng katotohanan that must be accepted and agree to by those who wish belong to the religion. No? So, ibig sabihin, yung paniniwala ng isang religion, dapat maintindihan kung sino man yung gustong mapabilang or belongs to that religion. Okay, so those who choose to be a follower or disciple. Kung sino yung mga gustong maging follower or maging under that religion, you must be accepted or agree. So, yun yung tinatawag nating wisdom or creed. And also, briefly, pag sinabi kasi nating creed, is a summary of the principles, beliefs of a religion. No, dapat naiintindihan mo. Hindi sinabing nagpa-convert ka nang into this kind of religion, wala lang, nagpa-convert lang ako. No, hindi ganon. You have deep meaning or you are finding truth. Diba? So, once you want to belong in that religion, you need to accept and agree to that belief. No? Then, next is the worship or cult. Okay, so, pag sinabi naman nating worship or cult, it refers to the way of worshiping. Diba? Either praising God or singing, no? Or doing goods, diba? So, the rituals that are practiced by followers of that religion. No, ito yung pinapractice natin. For example, just like in Muslim, they pray 5 times a day, no? Then also, this is often a difficult element to describe because it involves so many diverse elements. No, marami kasing paraan ng pagwo-worship. Kaya kaya sinasabi diyan na difficult element to describe. Then works or code, no, it refers to the ethical values and the system of moral practice. Pag sinabi nating moral, ito yung kung ano yung tama. Pinapractice natin kung ano yung tama. Okay? So, resulting from a adherence to the beliefs. So, it is a set of moral principles and guidelines that must be respected and followed by those who will be identified as members of the religion. Diba? Isa sa mga magandang ng isang religion, pag nakikita nila yung mga believers o kaya mga followers na maganda yung ginagawa nila. Diba? Wala naman sigurong religion or yung mga followers nila na masama yung ginagawa. Siyempre, pag ganun, parang nasisira na rin yung religion nila. No? Kung walang tinatawag na moral principles and ethical values. Okay? So, that was the 3 characteristics of a religion. So, I will repeat: wisdom or creed, worship or cult, works or code. Okay? Okay, so we have also what we call the role of the faith in religion. Ano ba yung ginagawa ng faith natin or yung pananampalataya natin sa isang religion, no? Ano ba yung role niya or ginagampanan? So yung kanina is 'di ba, characteristics. So we have creed, code and cult. Okay? Or cult, no? Then, pag sinabi kasi natin creed, under ng creed, nandun yung mga words, theology, just like sa Bible, nandun yung mga writings, no? Nandun yung mga sacred words, no? Na tinatawag natin. For example, in Catholic, no, what Catholics believe, ano ba yung paniniwala nila? And what is their faith? So, their faith is summary of their faith, no? Then, practically, ano ba yung nila, just like in writings. So, yung Apostles' Creed, or yung sa Kapampangan, tang sasalpantaya ko. Diba? So, pag sinabi naman nating mga code, ito naman yung works or ito yung parang action natin or ginagawa. Yung morality, yung tama. Okay? So, how Catholics live. Ano yun na lang natin example yung Catholic. Okay? So, paano ba yung pamumuhay ng isang Katoliko? No? Kung kanina, what Catholics believe, ano yung paniniwala? Kasi under siya ng creed. Sa code naman, ano yung pamumuhay? Kasi under tayo ng works or yung action na tinatawag. Then, yung faith nila is living the faith. Ayan. So, mamuhay daw sila according to their faith or paniniwala. Then, yung practically nila is Decalogue. No? Yung pinaka nasa code. Yung creed is the Apostles' Creed. No? Dito naman is yung Decalogue. Then, pagdating naman sa cult, no, yung worship. Of course, worship, liturgy, no, yung mga yan. Pag sinabi nating liturgy, ito yung meron silang mga iba't ibang paniniwala. Kunwari, merong binyag, merong wedding ceremony, no, yung mga liturgy na tinatawag nila, no, ganon. Tapos merong, ang tawag doon, yung kailangan mong i-memorize yung pag you are under adolescent, no, yung kumpil, 'di ba? It is one of the liturgy in a Catholic. Okay, so how Catholics worship. No, kung sa creed is what Catholics believe, sa code naman is what Catholics live, and sa cult naman is what Catholics worship. Okay? Then yung faith nila is celebrating faith. Then practically is yung mga mass. No, yung mga mass gathering. Yung simba, mga simba, no? Once na pinagsama-sama mo daw yung tatlo na yon into Catholic, so ibig sabihin Christ. Okay? So yun yung role of faith in religion. Ginawa ko lang example yung Catholic. Okay? So, paano ba daw natin mapupulfill yung as human soul natin? Diba sabi nga nila, our body, once we are died, or once na namatay daw yung tao, yung katawan niya is mamatay din. Pero our soul, no? But the soul of a human is immortal daw. No? I'm not saying no, totoo. Kasi hindi naman talaga natin alam what afterlife, diba? So, but our soul daw is immortal. Okay? So, hindi namamatay ang ating kaluluwa. Yung katawan lang natin. So, to fulfill daw yon, no? The human soul, of course, thoughts, feelings, and action. Laging magkaka-align daw yan, no? Yung feelings natin, yung thoughts natin, paniniwala, at yung action natin. They are related. And mind, sensibilities, and will, of course. And the third is intellectual, aesthetics, and moral. Okay, so yun yung three parts that human soul can attain fulfillment. Okay, next is the practical, okay, and ritual of religion. Okay, so practicality. So, syempre, pag sinabi nating religion, we have prayer, no? Asceticism, possession, modes of dress, ayan, pilgrimage, rituals. Okay? So, first is prayer. Pag sinabi nating prayer, so, all the religions, meron prayer, no? Pero may kanya-kanya din tayong dito, paniniwala sa pagdarasal. 'Di ba? Just like sa Catholic, yung dito, yung rosary, no? Din yung bilang, 10, yung mga ganon. Tapos sa mga Muslim naman is yung 5 times a day, you need to pray. Diba? Kasi kung marami tayong time sa ibang bagay, dapat marami din daw tayong oras, no, sa pagdarasal or para kausapin si God. Okay, so prayer, once we say prayer, of course, ito yung mga as the means by which we receive supernatural help. Diba? Ito yung tinatawag nating blessings. Diba? Blessings na nare-receive natin. Minsan, for example, nagpipray ka na ganyan, no? Or miracles, sabi nga nila, miracles happen. No? Then, asceticism, okay? So, the practice of the denial of physical or psychological desires in order to attain a spiritual ideal or goal. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, just like yung sa mga meditation, no? Yung parang nag-yoga, ganon. So, you need to, parang wag mo munang pakiramdaman yung physical mo. You need to meditate your spiritual. Yun yung asceticism. And possession, of course, alam nyo na ito, no? Yung possession. Spirit possession is a term for the beliefs that animals, aliens, demons, extraterrestrial, no, gods or spirits can take control of a human body. Diba yung mga napapanood natin na exorcism, mga ganyan, no, possession yung tawag natin doon. No, or yung sinasabi nila, no, sa ibang mga paniniwala or religions, no, once daw namatay ka, tapos once na nag-reincarnation, pwede ka daw mapunta sa katawan ng hayop, mga ganon, no, yung paniniwala. So, yun yung tinatawag nating possession, no, pwede daw mag-take control. Yung mga sinabi ko kanina, is like yung demons, spirit, no, into the human body. Okay, next, modes of dress, ayan. So, lahat ng mga religion, meron tayong modes of dress. For example, sa Catholic or Christians, di ba, basta formal. No, once you are in a church. Syempre, ang pangit naman tingnan kung pupunta ka sa church, naka-short kang ng maliit, tapos naka-spaghetti ka, di ba? So, formal. Kaya nga sinabi natin kanina, is religion is formal. No, or sa mga iglesia ni Cristo, nakadress sila, di ba? Or may nakapalda, di ba? Sa mga Muslim naman is meron silang mga belo or takip, no, yun yung paniniwala nila. Because in Muslim kasi, women are sacred. No, only the husband can see the whole physical parts of their wife. Kaya ganun yung modes of dress nila. And then meron din tinatawag na pilgrimage. A pilgrimage is a journey or a pilgrim makes to a sacred place to the purpose of venerating it or to ask for heavenly aid and ultimately to come to know God better. So, ito yung parang pupuntahan mo yung mga sacred places. Diba? Para daw mas makilala mo na ganito pala yung dinanas na paghihirap ng mga, kunwari, apostol, mga ganon, no, sa Catholic. Or, ito pala yung mga dinaanan, no, nina Muhammad, mga ganon. Ganon yung mga pilgrimage, paglalakbay. Okay? Then, last is what we call ritual. Okay? So, a ritual is a religious or solemn ceremony consisting of a series of action performed according to a prescribed order. So, ito yung mga for example, ritual in baptism, ano ba yung pagkasunod-sunod, no? Dapat may ninong-ninang, ganyan, nandun yung parents, no? Wedding ceremony, no? Yung mga ganyan. So, meron silang mga in order or solemn sila na ceremony na ginagawa every religious. Okay, for example, sa mga ibang religion, diba, before they kill an animals, sometimes pinagdarasal pa nila, no, yung mga ganyan. So, ganyan yung mga tinatawag nating spiritual or yung mga ritual of a religion. Okay, so, punta naman tayo sa Western and Eastern belief. Ayan. So, ito yung tinatawag nating Middle East. No, Middle East country or the Western faith. So, yung paniniwala nila sa mga Western country, they have Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Sa mga Western faith yon, Middle East. Okay? So, in Middle East, they share similar view of the world and concept because they both sprang from Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. Okay? So, meron din silang tinatawag na monotheism. Okay? Tandaan nyo lang kapag Middle East or Western faith yan, yung paniniwala nila is monotheism. Pag sinabi nating monotheism, they believe in one God. Okay? Then, humans must enter into a interpersonal relationship with God. Interpersonal means panloob, hindi intrapersonal. Pag intra kasi sa ibang tao, relationship into others. Pag intrapersonal means sa iyo mismo, ng relationship. Okay, so morality is based on learning the will of God, of course, understanding and living it out individually and a community. No, kaya nga interpersonal. Then, time is viewed as linear from beginning to end. So, means pag sinabi nating linear, pag linear yung pag ganon. Okay. Then, the Bible, Christianity, ayan. The Bible for Christian, tama? The Torah for Judaism, Torah yung sa kanila yung tinatawag. Then, Quran, of course, yung pinaka-Bible nila, in Islam is called Quran. And these are the central books studied and lived by. So, yun yung pinag-aaralan nilang mga libro. Or parang dun naggaling yung mga teachings, beliefs, no, ng religion ng Middle East. Next, punta naman tayo sa Far East. Ayan, dahil nag-aaral kayo sa Far East College, Far East, Eastern faith. So, ano ba yung mga nandito sa Far East countries, no? So, dito, marami sila. Kung kanina sa Middle East, Judaism, Christianity, Islam. Dito, meron tayong tinatawag na Buddhism, Taoism, Shintoism, Hinduism, and Confucianism. Okay, just like sa mga Korea, ganyan. No? Far East country yung mga yon. So, dito naman, kung kanina sa Middle East, no, naniniwala sila sa monotheism or they believe in one God. Dito naman sa Far East or Eastern country, naniniwala sila sa polytheism. Pag sinabi natin polytheism, believe in more than one God. No, hindi lang isa. Pwedeng dalawa, tatlo, or and so on. Okay? So, main concern is to live a good, happier, and have better life. So, yun yung pinaka-main concern nila. To live happier. To live a good life, no? Better life, no? Ganun yung sa kanila. Creation contains God within it. So, yung all elements of creation from plants to animals have animated spirit. No, yun yung paniniwala nila that the plants, the trees, the animals, no, meron niyang parang ginagampanan na elements, no, ng bawat espiritu. Okay? Next is meditation, no, more on meditation sila. Or yung parang more on spiritual. Diba? Once you meditate, yung mga yoga, no, parang kakalimutan mo muna yung physical body mo. Okay, parang mas inaano mo yung spiritual or inter mo. Okay, inter. Okay, then life is balance. Life is balance daw. So, ibig sabihin siguro once you did bad or wrong, you need to do right. No, dapat balance silang daw. Okay, so holy books are not central to the beliefs and practices. So, hindi ka mukha sa mga sa Middle East or Western, di ba? Pinaka-center nila is yung Bible, Quran, Torah. So, dito, hindi centralized sa kanila yung mga writings or mga books, holy books sa kanila. Okay, so time is viewed in cycle. No, paano po ba yun? So, pag sinabi nating cycle, parang reincarnation. Ipapanganak ka, tapos, siyempre, at lalaki ka, then mag-aasawa ka, magkakaanak ka, tas mamamatay ka. Tapos, ulit lang din. Ipapanganak ka, no, ganon. Ganon yung sinatawag nilang cycle. Then, there is a belief in reincarnation or rebirth. Yun yung sinasabi kanina ni ma'am. No, naniniwala sila sa rebirth or yung muling pagkabuhay or reincarnation or tawag dito, once na namatay ka, either yung next life mo daw, pwede kang manok, ganon, no, pwede kang ahas, mga ganyan. Reincarnation yung tawag natin doon. O kaya pwede kang nasa ibang katawan, no, ganon. Then things can be made better or worse through karma. So, yun yung pinaka-ano nila, focus. No, which is totoo naman kasi. 'Di ba? Once you do good, the payback is good. And once you do bad, of course, karma strike you twice. Sabi nga nila, 'di ba? So, yun yung paniniwala ng mga Far East or Eastern faith. Okay? So, the importance of studying religion. Ma'am, bakit po ba pinag-aaralan natin yung religion? Meron naman kaming sariling religion. Siyempre, nabubuhay tayo, hindi lang naman isa yung paniniwala natin. We all have different beliefs, no? That we need to understand our differences, to see similarities between nations and culture, both political and philosophical. Tama? So, hindi tayo pwedeng mag-exist na yung naiintindihan lang natin yung sarili natin or yung paniniwala natin. Malay mo, yung palang ganitong religion, meron siyang similarity sa religion ko. No, yung mga ganon. And of course, another important of studying religions, we need to appreciate, no, our own beliefs by seeing them alongside those of others. Parang ano lang yan, parang kulay lang ng balat, diba? May maitim, may maputi, may kayumanggi, no? May kulot, diba? May blondie yung hair, mga ganyan. So, we need to accept everyone or lahat ng we need to accept na respect lang yan, diba? We need to respect their beliefs. Once you respect, they also respect us. Diba? Yun yung isa sa importance of studying religion. And another, of course, works for ecumenism through a meaningful exchange of ideas between religions or group. Once na, for example, pumunta ka sa isang bansa, ganito pala yung paniniwala nyo, pero halos meron tayong pagkakahawig, mga ganon, no, sa paniniwala nyo, just like sa amin. Diba yung mga ganon? So, ibig sabihin, meaningful exchange. Okay, so that's the importance of studying religion. Okay, so after the importance of religions, so next is what is the similarities? What is the similarities of religions? Ayan. Kaya nga pinag-aaralan natin, di ba? Sometimes kasi may may similarities yung religions, no? Hindi lang yung sa atin may katulad pala tayong paniniwala. Okay? So, first similarities is believe in a power greater than human. Totoo naman, di ba? So, either anong ba man yung sinasamba mo, basta yung power na yan is mas higit pa sa tao. No? Then, holy places. Yan. Meron tayong similarities. Kung meron silang mga holy places like church, no, mga ganyan, or yung mga tinatawag nating bundok, iba yung pinapasyalan nyo na banal na bundok, no? Meron din silang mga ganon. Just like yung sa Muslim, yung Mecca, or yung sa Catholic, Vatican. No, yun yung similarities. Then, set of religious symbols by which the religion is identified. No, kung sa kanila is sa Islam or yung parang moon siya na ganun. No, meron din sa mga Just like sa mga Iglesia ni Cristo, sa Christians, na Catholic is the crucifix or the cross. So, halos meron tayong pareho. Meron din silang mga symbols. Okay, so next is having a liturgy or observance of holy days. Ayan, meron din silang mga sineselebrate na holidays. Hindi lang naman dito sa Pilipinas yung Holy Week na tinatawag. Tama? Okay, so next is having sacred or holy writings, list of rules. Meron tayong Bible, meron din silang mga Quran, Torah, no, writings yon. Then number of important peoples, founders, prophet, missionaries, and historical peoples. No, kung sa Muslim meron silang Prophet Muhammad, no, meron silang sa mga Catholic naman yung si Moses, no, meron silang mga ganon, founder, baga yung pinaka-founder. And of course, place of worship. No, meron tayong lugar saan yung mga ginaganap yung mga worship natin or yung pananampalataya. And belief in a golden rule. No, meron tayong lahat na golden rule. In every religion, they have golden rule. Or for example, the 10 Commandments. Diba? Then, religious differences. So, kung kanina similarities, eto naman yung differences nila. Differences nila is their idea about sin or evil. Tama? So, yun yung pagkakaiba natin. Kung, for example, yung sa iba, nasabi nila na they inherit sins. Diba? For example, makasalanan yung parent. Tapos, pag nagkaanak, makasalanan na rin. No? Then, they difference also in salvation, yung paniniwala. For example, pag gumawa ka ng mabuti sa kapwa mo, is masasave ka na, salvation. Yung iba naman, once na nagdarasal ka ng ganitong bilang, for example, 10 times a day kang nagdarasal, masasave ka na. No, meron tayong kanya-kanyang paniniwala, or sa mga Iglesia na Cristo, once you are a member or follower, you are saved. Mga ganon. So, kanya-kanya yung difference tayo doon sa paniniwala na yon. Another difference is their idea of priesthood. No? Yung dito, yung pagiging banal. Then, religious differences also is their idea of personal God. Ayan, di ba? In Muslim, Allah. No, in Catholic or Christians, Jesus Christ. In different religions, Jehovah. Ganyan. Si Buddha. No, yung mga ganyan. So, that's the difference and similarities of the religions. Okay, next is the common elements or yung pagkakapareho nila sa elements ng isang religion. Wisdom, worship, and works. Just like yung kanina is creed, works, no, and worship. No, yung mga yun. Code, cult, at yung isa. Diba? So, ganun siya. Wisdom, worship, and works. Siyempre, pag sinabi natin wisdom, just like yung kanina, the sacred writings or yung mga oral tradition, teachings. Okay? Then, pag worship naman, ito yung mga ritual express or emotional experiences, no, to have the right attitude toward God and others. And pag sinabi natin works, ito yung mga action natin. Holiness in action or goodness in action that we are giving to others, di ba? And of course, yung commandments to live by. Okay, so that was the common elements of religion. So, we are done in our first quarter lesson, lesson 1. Ayan, lesson 1 pa lang tayo. So, to challenge your mind, ayan, in your module, you have self-check. So, what we call self-check. If you really understand our first lesson, or yes, the first lesson in the first quarter, meron kayong makikita doon na let's do this, di ba? So, I know you can do that, of course. No, so you need to answer the following question below. Write your answer inside the box. No, nandun to sa module nyo. So, there is a question, do you have a religion or belief? Diba? Of course, for sure meron. Diba? Wala namang tao na walang religion na ano ka, na nandyan ka lang, ganun. So, if you have religion or belief, what do you know about it? No? Ano yung alam mo sa religion mo? At least you cite at least 3 or 4 or 5, mga ganun. Then, what do you want to know? Ano ba yung hindi mo alam dun sa religion mo na gusto mong malaman? Example, may tanong ka, no, bakit ganyan, bakit ganun? So, yun yung self-check nyo. So, then, i-check natin in our meetings, no, in our online meetings. Ayan. So, I hope you learned something, that every religion is unique, no? So, we need to respect their beliefs. Okay, so, see you in our next lesson. Ingat, ayan. Keep safe and God bless.